thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I thought we started off okay in the first. Actually, not bad at all. I thought we carried the play, and obviously they scored and they capitalized on their chances in the first. The second goal was a tough one in that our defenseman back misjudged a flip and it turned into a breakaway. But all in all, I was okay with that. It was the second period where it really kind of started to spin. I thought the third goal was a real lackadaisical effort in the defensive zone coverage by a couple players, and that third goal I thought was really a backbreaker. And then from there, it seemed like a survival mode to get out of that period. And then in the third, now obviously the game at that point was decided. But I did think in the third, we generated opportunities and chances. I never felt like I never felt like the score actually matched the game that was being played out there. I really didn't. I think if we score early on our power play and we get a couple in, I think you've got a totally different game. But like I said, we come out of the first down 2-0. Again, I didn't think it was a 2-goal differential in the teams, but that's where we were. But we still should be fine. But it was that third goal that I thought, I could feel the air being let out, at that point. And as much as I don't want to see the air let out at that point, you could sense it. And from that point, it was like we were on the ropes and we couldn't get to the locker room quick enough. But then, guys kept banging away in the third. I would have liked to see us get a couple on the scoreboard, but nevertheless, appreciated the efforts in the third period.
39 shots on goal here tonight. Obviously, in goal for them. Incredible effort here tonight, but are you impressed with how your team was able to generate offensive chances?
Well, I liked it. I thought at times in the offensive zone, the player with the puck wasn't. I just think we could have played with a little more tempo and pace in the offensive zone, and maybe even at times showed a little bit more patience with the puck. But yeah, I was happy from the blue line in, red line in. From the red line in, I was happy with our play. Even though we didn't get any, I thought we did generate opportunities and had a few breakaways. And then on the but I wasn't necessarily happy with our play from the red line in, particularly in the second period. The second period was the period where that one hurt.
After that tough second period, you're down 6-0, but a much better effort in the third period. How do you feel like that generates momentum going into tomorrow night?
I do, and I think I ended up pulling Logan probably with about 6 minutes to go in the second. I was proud of the guys. It wasn't Logan that was not the problem. The problem was created before it got to Logan. But at that point, you got to give him a break, and you're trying to shake the team up a little. I thought they responded. No one went in there. I think from that point forward, we only gave up maybe 8 shots on net, 9 maybe. And I thought we did a pretty good job making sure when he went in. And so I did think the guys responded well. Sometimes when you change goalies, it kind of shakes them up, but it wasn't certainly any indictment of the way Logan played at all. It was more of an indictment on how the guys in the second period were playing in front of him. But I was glad. I was glad to see we stuck to it. We didn't take any dumb penalties in the third. We stayed disciplined, kept working. And, so that I'm happy with. But we've got to look at that second period and find out. And you know what? We got to look and make some lineup adjustments going into tomorrow's game.
What in specific needs to change for tomorrow night's game against Bowling Green?
Well, I got to watch the video. You can't, the easy thing to say is we need to score and they got to score less, That would be the easy thing to say. But I think no matter what happens tomorrow, it'd be nice to get the first goal, but no matter what happens, we can't have a second period like we had tonight.
Is there any question who will start in goal with both goaltenders playing tonight?
I haven't made the decision for tomorrow yet. That's a good question. So I don't have an answer for you. I want to sleep on this one. Like I said, I don't think Logan played poorly. It probably wasn't a great game, and he's his hardest critic. But early in the year, we knew what was going to happen. We were going to play Logan Friday, and we were going to play Noah on Saturday. So we just knew. We're past that point now. We're going to go, with the guy that we think in that given day gives us the best chance to win. And I'd like to consult with the rest of the staff to see what their thoughts are too before I make the decision. Okay, this guy is going to play tomorrow night. So I want to sleep on that. I'd feel comfortable with either one, though. I mean, obviously, Logan has played outstanding all year long. This was one that was tough for his obviously, he's going to be tough on his stat line, but nevertheless, he has played so well. And Noah's played well, particularly late. His last game at Bemidji State, he played really well that night. Gave up one goal, I think, and then the goal in 3-3 overtime. But he played so well, and then both of them played well against Mercyhurst last Saturday. So it's a tough decision, but we'll sleep on it and talk about it and get our guy.
You guys didn't have too many penalties today. You outshot Bowling Green. Was there any positive to take away from tonight's performance going into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think there is. I do think, we'll probably take a look at and show some of the scoring chances, because I think right now probably the one thing we don't want to do is overreact to this loss tonight. If you look straight at the scoreboard, you say, "Oh God, they got blown out," but I didn't really feel that 6-0 was a real reflection of the game. So we'll look and we'll see where we were generating opportunities, but then try to find out why we're not cashing in too. I thought there was a couple rebound opportunities to bang them home that maybe guys weren't ready for, so that'll be something we talk about. The one line I thought for them that was really good, and we had a hard time finding an answer for, was the one that's centered by, let me hang on, let me see, got this, O'Hara, and I thought that was, the Swankler's group was really a handful for us to try to manage, so maybe we'll look at matchups against that line to try to slow them down a bit. But all in all, I think one of the big things is not to overreact to this game and just all of a sudden try a lot of different stuff. I think we got to do what we do and do it well tomorrow, and make some slight tweaks to the game. But certainly when you come out, you don't score a goal. I think, for us, it'll be important to get on that score sheet, get on the scoreboard early tomorrow.